Hello, Spindy94 here, and today we're bringing you another Wi-Fi battle, and if you look at this one, you'll see my opponent's got quite an interesting team if I'd stop fidgeting around with the 3DS. As you can see there, Landorus, MUK, Manectric, Rhydon, some Pokemon you don't see too often, especially in double battles, not on single battles. So I was well pumped to get into this match, so I'm going to lead off with Blastoise and Thundurus, which I believe is probably one of my stronger leads, as he leads off with his Manectric and MUK, so that's not too good on my card. I was wanting to Thunder Wave something, but of course Manectric's got Lightning Rod ability, so I am not wanting to Thunder Wave straight away. But he's going to Mega Evolve straight into the Mega Manectric and get the Intimidate off, but obviously Intimidate's not going to intimidate me because I am a special attacker. So I'm going to evolve into my Mega Blastoise here, as I believe this turn basically everybody just starts scouting each other. I go for the Protect, he goes for the Protect, because, you know, we're both quite cautious, because we've both totally seen each other's team and thought he's got something unusual, but we're going to be very protective. I ain't taking any risks. Pardon me. So, my Thundurus is going to go for the Dark Pulse into the Metric, but of course it protects itself, and this MUK starts going for the stockpile, so, it's a Felicify strategy, everyone's just going to start stockpiling and stuff. So, the stockpile starts kicking into this MUK, who's just going to be an absolute beast all match, as you're about to see here. I go into Kecleon here, because I'm thinking, okay, if I can get this thing in somewhat safely. So, I bring in the Kecleon, obviously it's going to take some hit, but I thought Special was going to be able to live out some kind of special hit. But he goes for the Hidden Power Ice, probably, on my Thundurus, as this MUK is just going to obviously keep stockpiling. I mean, it's paralysed now, which doesn't really help, because MUK's not the fastest Pokemon anyway, but I just wanted some kind of stat condition on this thing. I would have loved a burn on this, would have been better, but you got to take what you get. So I go for a Fake Out straight on the Manectric to shut it down for this turn. It flinches, can't move, and I go for the Thunderbolt straight on the MUK here. But, of course, two stockpiles, this MUK is going to be way too bulky for me to do anything. And it now, unfortunately, it's at its third stockpile, so this thing... it's become quite the threat, as it is incredibly bulky, and I'm unfortunately not going to be able to kill this thing. Hopefully it's not going to be able to dish out too much damage, as I go for the Nasty Plot this turn. And my opponent's probably thinking, why is he going for the Nasty Plot? Because obviously the Manectric's going to attack, but of course Kecleon came prepared for this and goes straight for the Sucker Punch. And since he didn't get intimidated, it is going to be able to kill off this Manectric, and of course put down this major threat. So the Kecleon's doing his thing out here as he goes for the Power Up Punch and gets a super effective hit on Kecleon, but it doesn't do too much damage. So that reveals to me this MUK is definitely a bulky one. It's probably got no investment in attack at all. So in comes Rhydon here, and I was considering going for the Power Up Punch on the Kecleon, but I thought, no, he's just going to keep on Power Up Punching me, this MUK. And I'm going for the Shadow Sneak. So in theory I was able to get rid of the Power Up Punch, etc. As of course I go for the Dark Pulse on this Rhydon, because I knew it was defensive, and I didn't go for a Lightning attack, because this thing could be holding the Lightning Rod ability. But unfortunately this thing's going to hit me with a Rock Slide, and two huge chunks of damage to Kecleon, and of course take out my Thundurus. So MUK has just been an absolute beast out here, and decides to go for the Ice Punch instead of the Power Up Punch, which is a shame. I thought I had my opponent there, but my opponent is carrying some good stuff on this MUK. This MUK is certainly an interesting set. So I'm going to go into my Dual Blade here, because at the minute I haven't seen the Fire Punch on MUK, I've seen the Ice Punch, so I think I can live this. So Blastoise Dual Blade combo here. As Rhydon of course does go for the Protect, predicting the very obvious Water Pulse on my Blastoise to try and finish this thing off, as I'm going to start setting up with the Dual Blade. So I'm at +2, because I need to get some setup if I have any chance of hitting this MUK, as the MUK goes with the Power Up Punch again, so now this MUK's at +2 and a critical hit. So yeah, this MUK probably doesn't have a lot of attacking investment. So he's going to sacrifice his Rhydon here, of course. A Water Pulse is going to blast this thing out of existence. And, you know, the MUKs, I believe the MUK, what does the MUK do here? It either gets paralysed or goes to Power Up Punch again on my Blastoise. As I've had a nice +4 now. Yep, goes for another Power Up Punch. So this MUK's at +3 defences and +3 attack. So this thing has been quite nastily set up. I haven't got anything to counter on this team. I really need Taunt or something. So Intimidate's going to start, you know, bugging me. I wish I'd bought me Wigglytuff for this match, and, you know, +3 for the, Dual Blade here. As luckily for me this turn, he goes for the Earthquake and does a huge chunk of damage to my Blastoise with Dual Blade, and his own MUK got the Paralyze kicked in, so he couldn't protect. So Dual Blade, I believe we I either set up or I double target this Landorus, got the Water Pulse here, completely wrecks it, because I expected the Assault Vest, not the Life Orb attacking version, because, you know, that thing does a ton of damage. Yep, as I go for the Iron Head here, and don't do too much of this MUK at +3 I'm at, or +3, +2, something like that. So of course the MUK's going to go for the Protect here, and I believe I just go straight for the all-out attack here, because I want to put pressure on this MUK, because this MUK is just way too much of a threat now. So I'm thinking, okay, this MUK hasn't got anything revealed to do any damage to my Dual Blade here, so I'm going to risk the setup here and hope for the best. So I'll go for the Water Pulse again. I'm just fishing for the Confused, just praying and hoping, just, this MUK is going to be the end of me. As I get up another Swords Dance, so I believe I'm at +5 now, as the MUK goes for the Power Up Punch and still doesn't manage to kill my Blastoise. God, I know Blastoise is pretty bulky and all, but I thought MUK had a half decent attack. In fact it does, it's got a 100 base attack. So he goes for Protect here, obviously wanting to get some more coverage with his Black Sludge, but at this point I think I'm at enough to finally finish this thing off, as he is able to go for the double Protect. So this is basically the turn of truth here, as I need to go for the Water Pulse, and this thing hits, and I get the Confusion, which pretty much seals the match, because if this thing hits itself once, it's going to take itself out. And of course I'm going to go for the Iron Head, and that's a dead Muck. So that was a really close match. GG mate, great game. So thank you for watching this video guys. If you like, feel free to like, subscribe, all that stuff, and of course hope you all have a nice day. This is Spender94 signing out.